Hey guys, welcome back to Boston Confidential. My name's Barry McGuire and I'm your host. What I'm recording for today is I just wanted to touch base a little bit on 9/11 and what's happening in the United States today. I simply can't believe it. And I remember when 9/11 happened, I had purchased my first house, I believe, in 97. So this was just a few years later. I'm a relatively new homeowner, relatively new husband. I was sitting at my desk in my house, and my boss actually called me and said, an airplane hit the World Trade Center. And I immediately went to an accident because who would ever think that somebody would deliberately fly an airliner into the World Trade Center? And that's how it was reported for the first several minutes. We thought it was a commuter plane that hit on accident because I think that's happened before. And then the second plane struck, and you knew this was intentional. And this was the worst period I ever went through as an American. People were devastated, absolutely devastated. People who hadn't set foot in church for years were at services, and nobody knew what was coming next. The world was quiet, awaiting America's response. And we know what happened there. And that just ended 3 years ago in Afghanistan in shame for the United States, I'm afraid. And what I'm gonna say now, I'm afraid it goes against my policy on Boston Confidential, and I'm breaking it to take politics out of the podcast as it's a true crime show. But one party has opened our southern border, and that's gonna bring us another 9/11. It's just a matter of time. How many intelligence agents and out and out terrorists have come across that border? We've stopped people, Arabs, on the southern border who are committed to terrorism from Pakistan, from Afghanistan. We've stopped them and then we've let them go. How many got through? How many people are actually apprehended at that border? I guarantee you, terrorists have come through. Criminals have come through, sex traffickers have come through, and one political party wants that for the United States and refuses to stop it. We spend 500 billion on the military and we can't control our own border, but you have to take your shoes off on the plane. It's Fugazi, guys. This is all Fugazi. You harden the airports, which is the front door to the country, and you open the back door wide. Anybody who wants to come in for any reason. And one side just wants their votes. They don't care if a Muhammad Atta or another terrorist comes through. They just want the votes. This is treason, in my opinion, and I'm sorry. It just is. To leave the border wide open after 9/11, after you saw those towers fall, after you saw what happened at the Pentagon in that field, Pennsylvania, you open our borders? Come on. That's not American. That doesn't help anybody here. What a mess. What an absolute mess. But okay, guys, for this week, I have another interview with Suzanne Cleveland regarding the Sandra Birchmore case. And we have some new information. And I think we're going to have a great interview. So stand by for that. And I'll put some of the video clips up as well. If you need me, Barry at bostonconfidential.net or on Twitter, send me a message at BCP Beantown. That's my handle on X. Feel free to reach out. God bless everybody who went through that. And if you're my age, you absolutely remember how tough it was, how bad it was, and then the recession that followed. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'll see you on the flip side.